Hello, everyone. Welcome to One for the Table. I am your host, Kimchi.
And I'm John Kung.
Yay!
Hooray.
What have you been up to, John?
Oh, this weekend has been like super unglamorous, but like essential for me.
Mm-hmm.
You
finally got a haircut?
Thank you. Yes, I did. But it's nice. It's nice that someone notices. My dogs don't. They just love me all the time.
And your dogs don't care.
My dogs do not care. They judge, but not for that.
You could be bald and your dogs don't care.
I know. Actually, that is not true. When I went blonde all those years ago?
Yeah, when you were going through it.
Could you not just frame it that way? I looked great, first of all. I still get asked.
Who told you that, Little John?
Plenty of people tell me, but you're already making me sweat. You're so frustrating. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people that want to sleep with you.
Listen. Let me finish. now it's I feel like this normally happens with let me finish. Okay. I one time, the first time I came home with the totally blonde hair, Mochi legit attacked me.
Oh my God.
She did not recognize me. She was at the top of the stairs at my studio space, and she kept barking as I was coming up, and I was telling her to calm down, what's going on and stuff. And she actually lunged at me, and then she got close enough that she smelled me, and she was like, "Oh my God, what did you do?"
Wow, Mochi really hated that hair.
Right.
See, these are the people who's going to keep it real with you in your life.
Listen, I stand by it. That was before toning. I was brassy then, understandably. I would lunge at me too. But then after I got the tone and it became the platinum silver, we were fine.
Whatever your reason for doing it was, I fully support you. We all deserve an emotional support.
Do you give Diana this much crap every time she does her hair?
What do you mean? That's her natural hair color.
She has a platinum ombre.
That's her natural hair color.
You stop gaslighting me. I don't even know how we got here. I don't even know how we even got here.
I was complimenting your fade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, thank you. Anyways, yeah, so this weekend was totally just boring and basic, except for one thing. We went, my friend had a 50th birthday party, and my other friend Sabrina cooked, and she is Indian, and so we had all sorts of amazing Indian party foods. Samosas. We had the potato patties with the chana masala on top, and she made nanchos.
Nachos?
Yeah.
Nachos?
Nachos? Yeah, right? It was so good.
Describe the sensation of these nachos to me.
Oh, they were they were perfectly grilled on the bottom, so they had a crisp part.
Ooh.
But they weren't overly you can go overboard when you're making nachos with bread stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there was still the squish. The bready squish from the top of the naan.
Was the naan firm enough to hold all the ingredients of the nachos?
Yes. So the bottom part was structure and the top was bread. And it was just so delicious. And it was top. And then she had 3 different types of homemade chutneys, some stuff that her mom had made and stuff like that. Oh, it was so good. And my friend Sabrina's mom is also an excellent cook. She doesn't remember this, but she once, Sabrina once sent me and Little John home with this Tupperware of eggplant, and she only saw Little John holding the Tupperware of eggplant, and she panicked.
Why?
She literally panicked because she was apparently she said to Sabrina, she's "Why are you sending that white man home with the eggplant? Do you know that will kill him?"
Oh my God.
Because it was spicy for us spicy. And so she just sees Little John just merrily walking away, the most Midwestern thing at the party. And she was "Why are you sending him home with that?" And I was "Oh, it's fine. It's fine." It actually was it was super, super spicy, but it was absolutely delicious. But it was really funny.
Was it Bangin' Berta or something? Or
huh?
Was it Bangin' Berta?
I don't know what it was called.
Okay.
But it was a super spicy, soft eggplant dish.
Okay.
Yeah. But apart
That's what
from
I always
that,
one of the things I always order at Indian restaurants too.
Is it spicy? It's
Yeah.
delicious. It was
Yeah.
smoky. I mean, like eggplant is underrated. Period.
Oh, eggplant. No. You know, like I don't believe in gatekeeping,
Mm-hmm.
but I will fully gatekeep eggplants from
Everyone. But like, if you think of all the ways that it's been like it's cooked, like the way that Chinese do the fish style eggplant, the Indians do the eggplant, baba ganoush, Middle Eastern, Mediterranean people, like eggplant is like Italians, like it's everyone who knows how to cook eggplant does it so fucking well.
Yeah, I feel like in America, most people only know how to eat eggplant as eggplant parmigiana.
Right.
And
Which is a serve.
Which is a serve,
It's good.
but
It's so good.
Out of all the ways to prepare eggplant, it's probably my least favorite.
Right. It is the most basic.
Also, all the breading and everything just takes away from eggplant.
Yes.
And
there's like that softness. But
it's like that Western thing where you're like, oh, I'm a texture person, and then they can't handle mushy.
Yeah.
But if you can learn to embrace the mush,
embrace
the world of eggplant. And also, there's several different types of eggplant. There's not just one type of eggplant. You know, what people don't realize
is that our catchphrase?
What?
Embrace the mush.
Embrace the mush. No, literally, like even in Korea, like eggplant banchan, like hajinamur is what we call it. It's literally my favorite thing. And then, so my grandmother used to make it a lot, and it was like my favorite thing, like that I would make. So when it was eggplant season, I looked up the recipe on how to make it, and I was like, oh, "Fuck, this is labor intensive." Like,
oh really?
I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're stir frying it, I know a lot of Chinese eggplant specialized dishes are like super, like such a pain in the ass. There's like one that I had in dim sum. I forgot what the restaurant's name was, but it was like a very high end dim sum restaurant. I think it was in like Pacific Place Mall.
Okay.
And they had this one dish where it was like, we thought it was silken tofu. It was that soft, where it was like, it was this super crispy outer shell that was, you know, had the salt and the white pepper on it. So it was very light, but it was like, I swear the shell itself, even though it was like extremely crispy, it was probably like 0.5 millimeter thick. It was it was like a paper thin shell that just shattered. And then the inside was like practically liquid. But it was eggplant, because it was like eggplant that had been like, it was the eggplant mush that was the inside, but it was so soft that we thought it was like melted tofu. It was so good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What is eggplant season now that I...
Depending on where, I don't see it a lot right now. Like all I see right now is asparagus, but...
And cucumbers.
Which, love asparagus, but...
Okay, so July through October, so eggplant season is upon us.
Oh, hell yeah. It's true. It's coming. Well, July through October in California.
Oh, no, California all year round.
Yeah, probably.
And tomato season is upon us. We don't need to go into like how much we love it, because we talk about tomatoes all the time.
Tomatoes. Oh, see, in Michigan, it's from July to mid-October.
Okay.
And that's the same as tomato season, actually, for us.
You guys have like a few windows where you get fresh veggies.
Yeah, we have. It is.
So get it
see,
while you
have
can.
to like. It's difficult here because like going even into spring, like the first few weeks or even the first month of nice weather, like that doesn't mean we have food yet.
Yeah.
Like we have herbs, we have leaves, we have asparagus, we have ramps. And fiddlehead ferns and stuff like that, which is nice. But like, because it forces you to be like super conscious of like what is available when, and you like eating with the seasons is also like a lot of fun. But like, it's around this time when I was like, damn, I really wish I had a tomato sandwich because it's sunny and summery, but tomatoes aren't for another like couple months.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I want it now.
I had a really good tomato yesterday.
Yeah, we have to go when I go there next week. I want to hit like the Hollywood Farmers Market because I hear that place is amazing.
Have you also had like a breed of tomatoes? They're like cherry tomatoes called Flavor Bomb.
I think so. I think that's like one of those. That's like one of those like trademarked.
Mm-hmm. They're super sweet cherry tomato.
Yes,
with
I have
seeds
seen these.
exclusively from the south of France.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I think like produce like this. I used to actually look down on produce like this, like anything with a registered trademark next to it that's a fruit or vegetable, until I had my first Cosmic Crisp apple, and then I was like, okay, I'm in.
It's like Cosmic Crisp apple, like candy apple grape.
Yeah. Yes, or cotton candy grapes and that kind of stuff. Like I was like, okay, I'm on board now. But like I used to be like an heirloom girl where it's like, free for the farmers only. But now it's just like some of these things are getting so good where I'm just like, okay, this tastes like for example, like a tomato on steroids, or in the case of a Cosmic Crisp apple, it's like, this is literally the perfect apple. This is like the Hulk of apples.
Okay.
Like this is like the perfection. The Wonho of apples, just firm, crisp,
Not
and
the Wonho
juicy.
of apples.
Yes, they are the Wonho of apples.
So these apples are gay baiting?
I mean, I feel like everybody would be gay for these apples.
But the flavor bombs taste exactly like what they sound like. You burst into it and the outside is crisp, but then the inside just bursts with juice, and it's like a little tangy, but also followed by like a sweet note. And it gives you like that tomato flavor that you expect.
They have different versions of these too.
Mm-hmm.
They have ones called honey bombs and sugar bombs, and they're all tomatoes.
Yes. The world of tomato.
Crazy. I want to try. We'll try a whole bunch of tomatoes when I'm there next.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's so funny. I just realized on Google, people are leaving like reviews on these tomatoes.
Are they really?
Yeah. Oh my God. It has 4.4 stars. Jenny K gave 2 stars, said, I am very disappointed. For the price paid, tomatoes are very small. They're cherry tomatoes.
They're literally cherry tomatoes.
Didn't expect this. Like, why? Jenny.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, Jenny.
Oh my God. The rest are like 5-star reviews. Oh my God. So another user said, these should have been removed from the shelf. Several were rotten and moldy.
Why did you buy them?
Literally. Also, you can see sort of packaging.
They come in see-through clamshells.
Also, that doesn't mean like the tomato, like the variety itself is bad. You just bought a moldy one that you shouldn't have bought.
Oh my, people. When you fail at shopping, there's no helping you at all. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, people.
Yeah.
I know. That's why, like, when I would go to restaurants, I used to be like, if I couldn't decide on the menu, like, I would ask the server to just like pick for me. But then I realized, like,
it's not.
You can't trust everyone's taste.
No, you can't. And you know what? Like, I'm too nervous to ask the server, because like the server doesn't know anything about me, and like the server will usually just suggest the most basic, most easily liked, or the most popular thing. And like, I don't necessarily like the most popular thing, especially like if we like funky things, if we like pungent, super flavorful, like deep cut dishes. But like it's a red flag if the server points me towards the salmon. For me, not for the red server, but I think it's a red flag in the sense where it's like, I don't think I should order what the server is trying to suggest to me, because the server is like thinks that I don't have an adventurous palate or something like that.
And salmon is good, but it's like, to me, salmon is like the new like chicken breast, because I feel like
it is the new chicken breast for sure.
Basically, you know, people just got bored of chicken breast, and now like most people wouldn't order like chicken breast from like a restaurant, you know?
Salmon is literally when I like will order, if I'm like traveling or on tour, I'll just order the salmon when I'm at the hotel. That's like what I'll order at the hotel, because I'd rather it be healthy. It's the healthiest option.
Yeah.
And nothing else looks good, so I'm just might as well eat healthy.
Like, you'd have to be like really bad as a restaurant to fuck up salmon.
Yeah. Although I do appreciate it when the restaurants ask you, how do you want your salmon?
Yes, I do appreciate that as well.
Yes. If you can say rare, then hell yeah, I'm down for that.
I actually been eating a lot of interesting food this week.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I'll start from Wednesday. So Wednesday I went and got like Chinese banquet style seafood, which were like these like Dungeness crabs cooked in mounds and mounds of like crispy garlic and chili.
Oh, that's one of my favorite preparations for
like
crab.
it was literally just like a mountain of crispy garlic with pieces of Dungeness crab in it. And then like the crispy garlic pieces taste really good, like mixed in with the rice.
What was this place called?
The place is called, it was something seafood. You know how these restaurants' names are.
Yeah. It's always like
it's like something seafood.
Always.
And then morning glory and all these vegetables that were all very tasty. The next day, I went to a Ukrainian restaurant, which like I can't really say that I'm like honestly like a lot of like European.
Eastern European stuff?
Yeah, stuff like I'm not too familiar with. But this place is really good. I will take you there. I think you will like it.
Okay.
The restaurant is called Mom Please, and the decor is super, super cute, very shabby chic, and all the food is like prepared beautifully.
Love that.
And there were these like crepe things that was like filled with mushroom and like a creamy sauce. And then we got borscht, which is like a beet soup. Served it like sour cream and like these like bacon piece things, and then these dumplings that were like filled with potato that you eat with sour cream. That was also very good. And then the day after that, I went to a West African inspired menu that's all plant based.
Oh,
and this place was really good. They had like a sweet potato stew that was like really spicy, like grits with like little like balsamic vinaigrette and like mushroom like kind of a moment. And then jollof arancini, which were really, really good. Like, I want to say something very, very controversial.
What?
I don't love arancini because I find it to be very like
it's a fried rice dumpling. But if it's jollof rice,
yeah, I find the arancini both tend to be like, it sounds good in theory, but when I actually eat it, it's very heavy and dense.
Yeah.
But these jollof arancini were very, very light and flavorful. And then it was like topped with this like spicy chutney, which like cuts through the richness really well.
Oh, that sounds brilliant.
And then there was like char grilled cabbage with this like vegan butter kind of like a moment. And then they also had like vegan desserts with like a hazelnut semi-frito.
Damn.
That was really, really
like
good.
At all these amazing places.
And then yesterday was the Gold House Gala.
Yes, I want to hear about this because it looked really fun.
Yeah, so I guess I'll tell you about the food first, and then I'll tell you about my experience at the Gold House Gala. So the restaurant, so the food was the culinary director for all the food was done by Padma Lakshmi from.
Oh, for real?
Like, yeah, the former host of Top Chef.
Oh, hell yeah! Was she there too?
Yeah.
Did you guys just say hi?
Oh yeah.
Yay!
I saw her on the red carpet, and then I saw her inside, like at the after party. She's really sweet. And then the executive chef was the chef from Sema. Like, it's like a really like popular Indian restaurant in New York City. That's like really like get a reservation.
Oh yes, in New York. Yes. I have heard of that.
And all the courses were really good. There was like a sprouted mung bean salad, and then gunpowder idli and sambar. That was really good. Idli, like I'm obsessed with, but it's like really hard to find places that sell it. It's like this like rice cake thing that has like a sour flavor to it. And then it was like served in like the sambar, which is like a soupy stew with like vegetables and spices, and yeah, it was good. And then the entree was halibut, and then dessert was like this really good like mango custard thing. And there were a lot of celebrities at this thing.
Yeah.
which was like really like it's kind of like Netflix come to life in front of you,
Oh,
seeing all these like celebrities.
yeah.
Steve Ewan from Beef
Uh-huh.
was like incredibly sweet. Like after the red carpet, I was like trying to like get to like the main like seating area,
Mm-hmm.
and then my hat got caught in a tree branch.
Oh no.
And then Steve Ewan saw, and he like ran over to me, and then like got the hat like out of like the tree branch. And I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
so sweet.
that was like really sweet of him. When he like doesn't even know me, and there were like other like people there too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also saw Lucy Liu on the red carpet, and I told her my drag name. I was trying to decide between Lucy Lube or Kimchi. And she was like, I'm actually upset that I didn't make the cut. And then a few like other K-pop people were there who were all really sweet.
I saw Eric Nam. Was he there?
Yeah, Eric Nam was there. And then
All the
Taegyeon
people from
2
Avatar
PM.
were there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also saw Renee Rapp on the red carpet, and she was just like off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Just like staring out into the space. So I like went over to her and be like, why are you like standing there looking like you're out of place?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, you know, like I'm not. And then she got kind of pointed around. So I'm assuming she meant like I'm not Asian.
Mm.
And I was like, well, you belong here, you know, like
Yeah.
you're already here.
Yeah.
She's like, you know, I'm just here to support my girlfriend. Who was like doing interviews at the time. I was like, oh, that's sweet of her. And then like we chatted for a bit. She was super sweet. And then on my table, Nymphia Wind was there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, really sweet.
Wait, was it a drag table?
No, just Nymphia and I were like the only drag queens there.
Okay.
And Nymphia was also like performing at the after party.
Oh, nice.
And then right next to me was Nymphia, and then the director who directed Joyride.
Cool. Whoa. Okay.
Which like it's a movie that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
It just came out at like an unfortunate time.
Yeah.
Like as soon as it came out, like writer's strike happened, and you know,
The writer's strike happened, and then also like I don't think they did a very good job in like advertising it.
yeah,
They made
I
it
guess
seem like
that's
something
what
that it
happens
was.
with these like, you know, they complain like, you know, like Asian movies like don't get, you know, the crowd, but then, you know,
Yeah.
like they don't promote it.
Yeah, they don't promote it, and then when they do, they promote it. Like remember when we saw Elemental, and it was so good.
Yes,
And then we
when I
saw
watched
all the advertising for it, and it was
the
like, this
advertising
is
was
not the
horrible.
movie at all. This is not the movie at all. But
and
like,
the sentiment of the entire movie is about like an immigrant family,
yes,
and this like daughter wanting to like live up to the expectations of her parents.
and like the director was Korean, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but all the trailer, like whoever did the PR, like needs to get fired and like never work in movie again.
Failed.
Because they made it seem like it's just like a weird, like off the cuff, quirky comedy,
Yeah,
and it doesn't really show you like what the movie's about at all,
no,
and not in a
like,
good way.
Highlighted one of the most boring, like weirdest characters there, as if they were like a star, and they were only in it for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah, not
Like-
even 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Like he had like 2 scenes.
yeah, and it was so bad. It was honestly for how good that movie was and beautiful, mind you, how good and beautiful that movie was. Like whatever, like out of touch. I can't even describe like whoever like would watch that movie and then decide that this is how we were going to advertise it.
Like you have this beautiful story that's going to be loved by so many families.
Yeah.
So many families will bring their kids to the theater to like let them watch this, but
then I'm sure like
you
this
advertise it as like
rando-
some like Pineapple Express or something.
yeah. Anyways,
I'm happy that like the word of mouth caught on and the movie eventually like gained traction.
but it should have been a
done
winner
way
from the
better.
start. It should have been a winner.
Same
from the
with
start.
Turning Red. Have you seen Turning Red?
Yes.
One of the best Disney like movies ever, and they like were advertising it, but then they ended up going straight to Disney Plus instead of putting in theaters.
Yeah.
And they
I
should have
don't know
gone to
what it
theaters.
is with like these companies and having like being so scared to like talk about like POC and immigrant stories as if they were like, oh, we can't talk about this. Like, but then like you have no no problem talking about like Inside Out, which is like, you know, mental health and like any of the and I'm trying to think of well, right now all I can think of is mental health because Inside Out is coming out with a sequel and it looks really good. But then they never want to talk about any of they don't want to touch anything that deals with POCs unless they're turning them into like some kind of blob or an animal.
Yeah. And I think that was like the main criticism of like the movie Soul, right? For Disney, because you have like this like black character and like you don't see them being black like for the most of the movie. They're like this like blob.
Yeah. Which it also came on the heels of another movie where Will Smith got turned into a pigeon. So it was just like, can we just like let black people be black, please?
Speaking of Will Smith, I got like the most weird invitation from like a makeup company. And I checked it out. I think it's like I don't think this is like fake. Let me read you.
Okay.
Will Smith is ready to take over the beauty industry. Join us in celebrating this iconic moment in beauty history, the launch of Will Smith's first ever beauty partnership with our collection.
So, that's not who I... Well, that's not...
But it's like an actual... But the account that it came from...
Yeah.
It's like an actual, like... makeup brand.
That is very surprising. See, like I believed it when Pharrell came out with one, but like Will Smith is not exactly someone that I equate with like beauty. I would believe Jaden first.
Yeah. Or even Jada Pinkett Smith, like, you know.
Or Jada. Yeah. Or Willow. Like literally anyone in that family but Will.
I know, it's so random. So anyways,
he's got to do something. He's not allowed back at the Oscars for another 29 years.
So when I was at the Gold House event, I mean, I feel like Asian excellence needs to be celebrated and Asian representation needs to be celebrated, you know? And also there's no like events like Gold House where they celebrate
none
Asian excellence from like whatsoever. All like aspects of life, you know? So this is like this is a very important event.
It is, because the Gold Gala is like a visibility thing, and it's literally only in its second year, and it was created specifically for the purpose of visibility and Asian excellence. So AAPI excellence during AAPI.
I think it's in the third year, no?
I thought it was the second. I thought this was the second Gold Gala.
Because I remember, like, the very first one, I couldn't attend.
Oh, okay. I thought, last year's was the first one.
And I think last year was the second one.
Oh, okay.
But don't quote me on that.
Well.
No, because I think last year was definitely the second one because, like, the first year, the theme was, like, all gold.
Oh, okay.
And then last year was, like, black tie. And then this year's theme was, like clothing from our culture.
Well, maybe I'll get big enough again to get invited.
You're big enough.
I was invited last year, but unfortunately I couldn't go. But then I didn't get invited this year, so...
Well, for what it's worth, all the people that were there were very relevant. Anyways,
Oh, man. Any favorite looks that you saw over there? Oh, what was your look?
I wore a Korean Kisang inspired look, but all done in like lavender and plum colors.
Oh, cute.
My favorite looks. There were honestly the Asian girlies. They turned to fashion,
of course.
I don't know if it's because they're all like sample size. Yeah, they can literally like fit into like anything.
Anything, like literally, it's like.
So literally, I was like looking at all these girls, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so many people in this area. Like, how are we going to get through? And all these girls were just marching by because they're so tiny.
So how much notice did you get? I don't remember when I got the invitation versus like how much time I had to accept.
Like 4 months ago?
4 months. Okay. That's plenty of time to get like a look. Well, I don't know. That's not a lot of time to get a custom thing done though.
That is.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, when I went on Drag Race, I only had a week and a half to get everything ready.
Oh, that's true.
Many looks ready. Now I think girls would get way more time now, but like we weren't as spoiled as they are now.
Yeah, wasn't your prize? How much was your prize money?
It doesn't even matter. Like, no,
$10,000 or something.
Not a single queen that go on that show is going for the prize money.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, they should make it more because it's not like
honestly,
I don't know.
I hope they don't because then also I'm never gonna win, so I'm not gonna get that money. So
it's not even that. It's well,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But in all seriousness, though, like I think they should make the prize money in these recent seasons, not All Stars, but the regular Drag Race seasons. They should make the prize money more because winning Drag Race now is not what it was back when you
for sure
were doing
and
it.
Also Drag Race is literally one of the biggest reality television program, and all the producers and things are making so much money, so they could easily make the prize $1 million,
so much money.
And if you make the prize $1 million, I feel like it would actually give the girls like a sense of urgency to like do well in the competition, as opposed to like a lot of girls who go on now
just to be famous,
to get airtime and then like
drop a couple one-liners and
and like make merch.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not even worth that. Like, even the winners and stuff like that don't get followers on Instagram like they used to.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because people are
they're tired. I think they're
oversaturation.
tapped out. I think a lot of people are exhausted because there's always one after another. But it's like, it's not really about either the drag queens or the fans. It's really about the production making money at this point.
Honestly, yeah. It's like this franchise is hot, so it's like, let's make as many episodes as we can, and get as many Emmys as we can. And obviously, I fully support the show. All these like queer artists and drag queens across the globe, like all deserve their time to shine. So, I'm happy that drag is so popular. But it's a double-edged sword where something is great and it's popular, so there's more media to consume. But now there's too much to consume, so then people get overwhelmed.
It's diluted.
And they won't consume everything,
Yeah.
But, I mean, all the different countries' drag race absolutely needs to happen because, every queen in their country needs to shine using, like, their own cultures, language, and things like that.
Yeah.
I do wish, though, RuPaul only did, like, America because so much of, like, the jokes in, like, UK and Australia, I just feel like there's like a lot of disconnect because they don't understand like the culture and like the nuances. Just because they speak English doesn't mean
at all.
We're laughing at the same things.
Yeah.
It's like RuPaul, you have enough money, like record Drag Race and All Stars and first order projects if you want, but like I don't think you need to be doing like UK or Australia, like to be completely honest.
I still feel bad for that one British, like RuPaul's UK drag, like Jack Black, I think. Is that
Joe Black?
Joe Black. I still.
Oh, absolutely. Joe Black is so talented and so like
I feel
polished.
Bad. Yeah.
And then during like pandemic, they like had to sell a lot of their drag.
Yeah.
And then only to get like yelled at for wearing H&M when they came back.
Yeah. Like that's so rough. I feel so bad for him.
I know. I mean, I guess that's like part of like the risk you take when you go on Drag Race, knowing that could happen to you, But I mean, it still sucks watching it happen to like really talented queens.
Yeah.
But what do I know? What do I know? Yeah. So. What's new at you?
I was like super domestic. I was super domestic this week. I did
good bottom.
Huh?
You're a good bottom.
That's not what I meant. That's not what that means.
So I'm kidding, any listeners. I'm not implying that all bottoms are domestic, like servants.
Over the past week, I made 3 different kinds of lamb kofta patty melts for like videos and stuff. And yeah, it's like probably my most favorite thing I've created this year.
Really?
Yeah, it is a So it's like, lamb kofta, it's got the lamb and the spices and the garlic that's in there, and then it's grilled like it's a burger patty. But like when lamb is grilled, like it almost like the way that it's processed, the kofta, I don't make it. I go to a guy that makes it for me, but you pan sear it, and it almost has like the texture. It's like it's not dry, but it's not super soft. It's almost like gyro meat.
Oh, okay.
The way that it has a bite to it. It has a bite to it.
And it's almost like a elasticy, bouncy bite to it.
Yes, it's bouncy, but it's juicy. It's so juicy because like lamb meat is so fatty. So that's grilled, and then it's put on a grilled sourdough bread. And then classically, it's topped with Swiss cheese and caramelized onions.
Ooh, okay.
And normally a patty melt is this, but with a burger. So if you can imagine like the lamb, like the gaminess and the spices and the garlic of the lamb with like just a very mild Swiss cheese, and then the sweetness of the caramelized onions and then mayonnaise on the bread. It's so good.
You know what that might be good with? Instead of Swiss, feta.
Oh, the 3 different versions was me using like, because I was trying to find the perfect cheese to do a lamb kofta, and I'm not going to spoil it because I'm only releasing one of these videos a week. Okay. But I just posted the first one just now today, so it's out if you want to see it.
Go watch it.
Yeah,
John's lamb kofta video. Now we can edit it out, but could you tell me which cheese one?
Yes. Okay. So yeah, if we could edit it out. Edit this part out, but it was a but yeah, that's not the reason why I was like super domestic though. Like I went down like a power tool binge, and I bought like a whole bunch of like stuff, like a pesticide sprayer. I bought like a drill.
My God.
Because I had like all these things that I needed to do around the house. And this is like what made me realize that like we really need to stop. We really need to de-incentivize homeownership in this country and give like the same benefits financially and tax benefits to people that have like good renting history. Yeah. Because more and more, I'm just so much more aware that homeownership is not for everybody. Yeah. No, it's true. It's not in a bad way. In this, not whether or not you can afford it. Like more and more people are like, homeownership was fine when companies were taking care of you for life and you didn't have to move for jobs all the time.
And this is back also when people like were like, I'm gonna like dedicate my life to this company, and the company will take care of me in return.
Right. And homeownership was fine when like it was perfectly normal to just live in the same house from your like 20s to like your 40s, and then like, but like now people move around all the time. They switch jobs all the time. Like it doesn't make sense to be tied down by property when your best job opportunities are probably like in different sides of the country.
Yeah.
Like it makes no sense to me. And then also like we don't teach home ec and we don't teach anything to kids anymore in regards to like how to maintain homes.
It's true.
And so like I know a lot of stuff because it just so happened that like you had to learn a lot of this stuff if you were like a young adult in Detroit at the time. But so I know how to use power tools. I know how to do electrical. I know how to do plumbing because a lot of us do here. But like I meet
I have none of those skills.
You not just you, but like a lot of my friends in New York and stuff like that. I was like, they don't even know how to fix the toilet. And it's just like,
only thing I know is like when I move out, fill the holes in the wall with toothpaste. So you didn't get charged.
No.
And then,
Oh my God.
and then also like, I couldn't find nails to like hang, like frames.
Yeah.
So I used thumbtacks.
Yeah.
And, then,
And that.
my frames just all fell off.
Oh my God, Kim. Oh my goodness. This hurts.
But no regrets. I am who I am. I come to you today as a brother, a sister, a friend.
But like, meanwhile, I'm doing like stuff like, oh, I realize like the side basement entrances to my home, like trap moisture. And I know for a fact that over time that stuff will like rot the wood. So like I installed dehumidifiers just in these small rooms so that over the long term, they don't break down. And people just don't even know to like pay attention to stuff like that. And like, yes, you could look on YouTube and stuff, but like tons of people that I know that are buying like these homes here in Detroit, it's like, don't even know what questions to ask because nobody taught them anything. Because like our parents, by and large, don't know these things either. Because they like, I think their generations were the first ones to not have to care about this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we have a labor shortage for trades because we don't encourage people to be tradespeople. So like we're going to run out of plumbers. Gen Alpha, like there would be no plumbers, no electricians because nobody here is learning it and we're not letting people into the country that know how to do it. So yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Basically that is just all of that was just like me saying, you are so fucking lucky to have me as a friend. Because otherwise you would have been going to the bathroom in the dark.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
When I came to your house like last year, when I was like, how long has this light bulb in your bathroom been out?
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh no.
In your defense, it was like one of those like boob lights that you have to unscrew out of the ceiling to change, but still.
I am a responsible adult, but home maintenance is just not.
Yeah, no, and like also like a lot of this stuff is like actually dangerous. Like so many, it is embarrassing how many people each year die due to like home improvement accidents because they don't know like, not to drill in certain places because there's electrical wires and shit like that. And what an unglamorous way to go.
Yeah.
Fixing the toilet because you slipped. Like,
yeah. I mean, I know how to take care and maintain a Dutch oven really well.
That's good. That's good.
I purposely hid all the metal utensils just in case someone comes over and like oh, let me cook, and
oh god, no,
use like metal utensils on Dutch oven and like scratch them all up or something.
I would cry.
I'm still traumatized from my mom putting all my knives in the dishwasher and running it.
Why? See, that gives me palpitations. But these are also things that, like, I will say Little John doesn't know how to do. That's why he's perfectly happy with doing laundry stuff, because like when something breaks, like I'm going to fix it. Yeah,
no, I mean like split the duties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you top, he bottoms.
Yeah.
Do domestic chores accordingly.
We all have our gifts.
Yeah. Like he brings a smile, you bring the depression.
I do. It's balance. The yin and the yang.
If two people are just like happy, then it wouldn't work.
That would be annoying. Imagine a couple like that. And having
I do know a couple like that. At least just based on how it seems on social media.
Oh. That's different.
And I'm not okay. I have like a weird like obsession with them.
Oh. Do you know them? Do you actually know them?
No, not in real life.
Oh, okay.
But on social media, they're like singing couples. I think they like both sing professionally for a living or something. But like their thing is like, we're gonna sing different songs from around the world. And then they sing songs in different languages, like in harmony, and they're great singers, but they seem like so happy on the way they present themselves. They seem so happy to the point, and I'm like, neither of you were probably ever bullied in your life growing up. And not that I wish that on them, but like,
no, that's not my kind of content. I think I would rather spiral.
I'm gonna start sending you their content.
Please do not. Don't mess up my algorithm with that.
I mean, they're really good singers. They're really good singers.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Yeah. I follow good singers, but I just don't need like bubble happy, super like not right. No, I'm good.
Wow.
But I'll be over.
You sent me depression memes.
I do. I send you like I send you mostly I send you Frenchies doing funny things. Like that one, which was like stuck in the bag of food.
A variety of stuff,
Yeah, that was my favorite one so far. The one that was stuck in the bag of food. Anyways, I'm excited to come see you next week. I'm sure there's going to be stuff around the house for me to fix, but
my house is well maintained.
I'm going to start this rumor that you like you live in like a dilapidated.
Oh my god! I have a very clean, well-functioning home.
You are so lucky this is not a video podcast, because like all we see is like a ceiling fan and cracks.
Yes, my ceilings are cracked, but I don't have control over that. This is an old building.
Girl, it looks like, based on like the shading, it looks like it's being held together with tape.
It does look like I live in a crack house, just based on like
a literal,
just from like the angle you can like see me in.
Yes.
But if I like lower a little bit, you can see how. Actually, you know what? I was in drag yesterday and I haven't cleaned my home. I'm not going to show you that. But normally, I live a very clean and responsible life.
Well, in any case, that is our time.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. We didn't take a break. It's almost been an hour.
There's no set time. We've never decided when the podcast should end.
I thought it was an hour.
It ends when we decide to end it, and we are not ending it.
Seems like a good note to end it.
No,
why? What do you have to? Why? What else do you have to say?
We have listener question.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Well, which we'll answer next week because you're over it.
We can answer them together because I see you tomorrow. I literally show up.
We can't answer them together.
Why?
Because they specifically say this question is for you, John.
Oh man.
Okay, so this is from Mishi.
Okay.
Hi, I love the podcast. I have a question for both of you, but maybe more for John.
Oh, okay.
I have a large container of pork floss that expires soon, so I need to use it up quickly. What can I use it on? I don't eat enough congee to finish it, and I already made pork and seaweed buns with it. Thank you.
Oh shit, that was going to be my suggestion. It was like, if you bake a lot of stuff and you just stuff all your breads with it, then you could probably go through a container. But like, that was my thing. Like, pork and seaweed bun. Mm-hmm. If you bake it into a bread, it will probably last longer, like an extra week. You could like bake it. You can not bake, but like you can put them in and then you can freeze the buns. And that way that'll keep for longer. You can also put them into the Japanese rice things. What are those called? The triangles?
Onigiri.
Onigiri, yeah. You can like stuff them into onigiri. That's really good. Mm-hmm. And I mean, obviously there's like there's congee, but I just keep thinking baked goods and onigiri. Why? What do you think?
Omelet.
Ooh,
use it like an omelet filling.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Because they make like scallion pancakes or just like it's like thin like crepe like omelets. So basically just like egg in a pan, and then when it's flat, put in pork floss.
And just put the pork floss in there. That's a really good idea.
See, like use it all up.
She doubted you.
Yeah, she's like, maybe for the Chinese bitch, not the Korean bitch. Because I know you bitches don't have pork floss. You bitches can't even spell pork floss. Do you think a pork floss dip will be good?
Well, the thing, like, if you put
hear me out.
Okay.
Charcuterie platter with pork floss.
Yes.
Because
immediately, yes. Like, but like when you said dip, I'm trying to I was thinking like you putting it into like a cream cheese or like a
no pork floss and cream cheese sounds disgusting.
Yeah, no. But like as a topping for a charcuterie board, yes, totally. Like you put that on a cracker, you could pair that with cheese. You totally could pair that with cheese.
Yeah, it absolutely.
Yeah,
because I mean, sandwich is basically like charcuterie but put together.
But also like pork floss sandwiches are really good too.
Yeah,
but like. With manchego, like pork, you could do like a water placker with manchego and then like a pork floss thing. You could add like a fig jam to it if you wanted to, so the pork floss has something to stick to. But I think like just cheese, pork floss, and cracker or bread or baguette. Baguette.
Crostinis.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh, this could be a thing. Like pork floss and charcuterie boards could absolutely be a thing.
In John's next video.
Or with like a brie. Oh, wait, I've done this before. I've totally done that before.
Well, make a video about it. Let us know. Let us have it, honey. Let us have it,
We'll do it at your house, because that's content I can actually make at your place, because I know you've had the same container of pork floss down there since I bought it.
That's true.
Your face is getting so red.
I ain't gonna argue with you on that. Anyways, that's our podcast for the week. Our podcast ends when I decide to end. I'm kidding.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right. Follow us on our Instagram, one for the table. That is number one for the table. And please give us a 5 rating if you like listening to us on Apple Podcast or Spotify. I don't know if it helps us, but it does make us feel good about ourselves.
It does.
And as someone who didn't grow up with a lot of compliments from our peers and parents and family, we need all the reassurance we get for all of our self-thoughts and the little voices in our head.
From complete strangers. It's better when it's from complete strangers, because it's like, I know you have nothing to lose.
Yeah. Hiding behind your name, Yeah. Love us while hiding anonymously. Please give us that 5-star so I can look in and go, hey, John, oh my God, you got so many 5 stars this month. Maybe they don't hate us.
Right.
Anyways, if you have any questions, please submit it. I don't know if I said it or not, but I'm going to say it again just in case I didn't. I'm a mess. All right, thank you.